Rec Runner time. This is our time of the show to connect with those that aren't in the elite space but still love their running, and we do it with a man with credentials. They're average. His name's Joe Pignataro. He joins us each and every week. Our little Frankie Dettori. Now,
hello, Jason.
Welcome. Sydney Run Club on Instagram said, "Nightclubs are out, run clubs are in."
Absolutely.
Wow, I love that.
Absolutely. They are bang on. I tell you what, I had an event on the weekend just gone with my own run club and all the other run clubs in the west of Melbourne. There's about 5 or 6 came together with LSKD. We did a group shakeout run. Then we went into the LSKD store and they were good enough to put a little discount on any new gear that we purchased from LSKD. They then went and stuck on our run club logos to represent the west of Melbourne on the Gold Coast this week and for up-and-coming events as well. So that's the sort of stuff that run clubs are doing. I think, Mitch, previously in the last 12 months, you've actually been to a few run clubs yourself and you've done some behind-the-scenes footage, you've gone to wear tests with them. Isn't it fascinating how many people come together in the early hours of the morning, not these late nights at a nightclub anymore?
Oh, I know. Gone are the days of seeing the sunrise off the back of a bender. You're seeing them at the beginning of the day now. It's amazing. I couldn't believe it. I remember going to a couple on Saturday mornings and I was of the clearly silly belief that that's a sleep-in day because everybody's up at 5 a.m, all congregated. I went to the one that, I don't know what they're called now, but it was Run South Yarra. I remember around the tan and I rolled in and Tom Adair was there and he's like, yeah, we'll get a couple of people here, no worries. Half of the suburb was there. It was about 150 people running the tan. I couldn't believe it. I said, what is going on?
Their name has changed to All Ours South Yarra, and honestly, you cannot get a park around the tan, Richo, at 5, 6 a.m. on a Saturday
morning. You can't
get
a coffee, Joey. You can't even get a coffee around
It's impossible.
You can't, Richo. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it.
That sounds epic. Well done. And how's the prep going for Gold Coast, Joey boy?
So I think last week we said we might be somewhere between 3:25 and 3:30. I reckon that's where we're at.
No. No.
What do you reckon? No,
Joey, you're faster than that. Oh, I think you're selling yourself. No pun intended. You're selling yourself short, Joseph. You've got more in you. I've run with you at a marathon, and because this is where I call bullshit. When Joey did Melbourne last year, he's like, "Oh yeah, if I could get around 3 hours, that'd be all right." And I was like, I think I could go sub, and then I'm running along. He just comes straight past me, mate. Just absolutely burned me. And it ran like 250. What'd you run, Joey? 255, 6? You got it, didn't you?
It was a 257.03, but I was able to do 12 weeks of prep. This has been tendons, illness, all sorts of issues.
Don't worry about it. That's
don't be. You know what you're doing at the moment? You're doing expectation doping.
This is what I'm doing. Now, this is what I'm doing.
That's what you're doing.
You're
lowering our expectations, and then you're going to overachieve.
Correct.
And you know what? We're not buying that bulldoze from you.
Well, you should buy it. I am an underseller and over-deliverer.
I tell you what you're doing. You are given. If you run worse than 3 hours 10, you're paying a fine to our group.
Yeah, that's a fine for sure.
Happily,
we're giving you 10 minutes. Yeah. We're giving you 10 minutes injury lead time.
And that's generous. More. Honestly, you're lucky to get 10.
Very generous.
Very generous from Richo there.
All right, I'll break 3 hours then if that's what you really want. I'll break 3 hours for you.
There we go. Yes.
I tell you what, I'm looking forward to getting up there because, Richo, right now here in Victoria, it's cold, it's wet, shocking, and you're up on the Gold Coast. Conditions for this weekend are sublime. And on Saturday, if you are running in the half marathon, you get to run alongside the likes of Andy Buchanan, alongside Brett Robinson. Izzy Bat Doyle is back. There are some seriously good, talented Australian athletes running in the half marathon. And what about this? For possible history, in the wheelchair elite marathon on Sunday, Maddie Di Rosario is going for 5 Gold Coast marathons. That is ridiculous.
Yeah, and it's just brilliant to have her back because Maddie was very much considering giving up the sport. I don't know if she officially retired, but there was a time there where maybe the grind was too much, but it's just awesome to see her back out there. I don't think we'll ever see her again on the track, but it's fantastic to see her in the marathon. So Maddie Di Rosario, one of the biggest names in Australian track and field. that is awesome to have her in Australian athletics going so well. So that's a big tick. Gold Coast conditions have been a little rainy around, but they're getting rid of that early in the week. And there's a lot of people around here, Joe. Trust me. You need to get here a little earlier next time. I've seen lots of Japanese, a lot of Japanese elite runners are here as well. So all in readiness for the Gold Coast Marathon. Anything else happening in the rec world, or it's all about GC?
Well, that's the focus this week. Just quickly, the Japanese, I bring up the elite men's field. There is about 15 in the top 20 that will be running. And I will be there on Thursday. If you are going early, check out the Gold Coast Expo where you go and pick up your race bib. But it is well worth spending a couple of hours out there. The man last year who kick-started the Gold Coast Marathon was the great Rob De Castello. And for people who are in the rec running world, Rob obviously is a superstar and a rock star in his own right. But him, Buddy Franklin, and Jonathan Thurstons were part of the Indigenous Running Foundation last year. I got to meet Rob after the Gold Coast Marathon. And on Sunday night just gone, you can catch up on this on the 9 Network app, as well as the Stan Network. The long run, they filmed and documented this whole thing. You know, I've seen the first 45 minutes of it. Can't wait to watch the rest of it. But he brings together 12 to 14 Indigenous runners who just want to run their first marathon, surprises them with Buddy Franklin and Jonathan Thurstons as 2 ambassadors. Cool. And the vision of these young Indigenous people meeting their superstars for the first time, it's actually quite emotional. And some of the footage that they capture, phenomenal. They went up to the Gold Coast and ran the half marathon, all in the lead up to the New York Marathon last year. It is well worth spending some time sitting down and watching this documentary if you've got 90 minutes or so.
Hey, buddy, good luck. You are representing the cool room.
You got this.
Let it rip, mate. Anything south of 310 will give you money. Anything north of 310, you're copping a fine, courtesy of the cool room.